If your central air conditioner is not cooling, here are the top 4 most probable causes. When the central air conditioner contactor receives a signal from the furnace control board, it allows voltage to be sent to the condensing unit components. A faulty contactor will not allow voltage to be sent to the condensing unit, preventing it from cooling. You can visually inspect the contactor contacts for signs of wear. You can also test the contactor with a multimeter. Use the probes of the multimeter to touch the incoming contacts to confirm the contactor is receiving 240 volts. After setting the thermostat to call for cooling, test the coil terminals to determine that 24 volts are present. If true, it's likely the coil or outgoing contacts are damaged, and the contactor will need to be replaced. A single-run or dual-run capacitor stores an electrical charge, then releases it to power the compressor or fan motor in the condensing unit. If the capacitor is defective, the condensing unit may be unable to cool. When a capacitor fails, it will often bulge or leak. If you observe any bulging or leaking, the capacitor must be replaced. You can use a multimeter to test the capacitor's ability to store and release an electrical charge, as well as determine if the component has a proper capacitance rating, provided the multimeter has a capacitor testing function. Before handling the capacitor, you should release the potentially stored electrical charge to avoid injury. You can do this by placing a screwdriver with an insulated handle across each set of terminals. Be very careful not to touch the screwdriver blade when doing this. Central air condensing units will have a disconnect box that will allow power to the unit to be shut off outside the home. If your disconnect box has a circuit breaker, check to see if the breaker has tripped. If fuses are used, they can be tested for continuity to determine if they need to be replaced. A malfunctioning condenser fan motor will prevent the unit from cooling as well. The fan blades should rotate freely. If they do not, it's likely the motor has seized. You can also use a multimeter to test that the motor is receiving incoming power. Provided the capacitor is working properly and the meter shows that incoming power is present, it's likely that the motor windings are malfunctioning and the motor will need to be replaced. All of the parts shown in this video are available on our website. Be sure to enter the full model number of your product to find the specific replacement part that will fix your central air condensing unit.